Welcome back, traders. The second portion of our show, Market Movers. We'll continue with this earning. Coca-Cola has some good earnings.
Coca-Cola reports here this morning. Joel, stock got a lift up to 69.20. I think, Joel, you might want to verify that, but it looked like right on the number. Went up to 69.20. It's pulled back a bit from there, 68.80, but trading up 80 cents. So it's looking like they are liking the Coke numbers. I would say initial resistance in the 69 area. If we're to get above there, then you'd maybe talk about the next whole number, which is up there at 70. But I think you might get some initial resistance in the 69 area. What do you think, Joel?
Yeah, 69.20 was the initial pop on the pre-market. Since it sold off after hitting that, it's made a pre-market low. Pretty much, let's call it the 68.50 area. But going back to the dailies, Dennis, this thing really had problems at 68.50, 68.60 for several sessions back in January. We're currently trading above that level, so I'll use that as my swing area. If it can't hold this 68.50, you could look for it to go back down and fill the gap, at least at 68.23, or even come back down to the. And the other resistance, if in fact the 69.20 is taken out, would be 69.50.
Moving right along here. Last night we had Yum reporting, Y-U-M. That's like your KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut. The spinoff that was from Pepsi there a few years ago. I'm looking at this chart here. Stock has really had a nice run. We've been moving straight up, straight up. It's continuing the move here right now, right up to approaching that 52-week high there, Joel. I'm just going to get the 52-week high there for you. 64.74. So we're trading right there right now at 64.65. So we're just under the 52-week low. Or 52-week high, I'm sorry. And that's 65 here. I'm going to call that whole area 65 because I'm seeing a little bit of size there at 65. I think that's going to be your initial resistance. If you take out that 65, I think the stock could probably move up fairly quickly because you're making new all-time highs, so it's not a heck of a lot up there. But if it can hold that 65, maybe you have a little short trade, but I'd be very careful. You wouldn't want to miss the 65 area because it could be at 66 on you in a hurry.
Yeah, 65.15 is where it topped out in the pre-market. Currently trading a little bit below, Dennis, you're right, of the 52-week high here. I guess everyone in China is eating Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell now. But yeah, use that old 52-week high, the 64, 74, 75 area is your swing area. Keep in mind, 65.15 was hit in the pre-market. $1.50 move for this thing is pretty good. So if it does come back into a sell-off mode, look for support at the $64 level.
Anadarko Petroleum, which is symbol APC, it's trading up here as well. $84. It's bid right now. It closed at 82.87. The highest it's traded in the pre-market is 83.36, but it was trading higher than that last night. Maybe Joel can find where it traded up to last night after reported earnings. But $84 is where it's bid right now. The 52-week high on this is 85.5. So that's probably going to be the key number that might come into play today here, but that would be significant resistance. I'd call the whole area $85. At that area might give you some resistance. Do you know where it traded up to last night there, Joel?
Yeah, 85.70, Dennis,
Okay,
with
right
with a little bit of volume here. The area, well, the area to the $84 level we had topped back in November. At the end of October, and also flirted with that area in July. So if, in fact, this thing can get above and hold 84, I think it would be off to the races. If not, Dennis, you got to use this 84 as major resistance. I don't care if it traded up to 85.5 in the pre-market. I think you're going to run into some problems here at 84, and coming back on the downside, fill the gap here at 83.50.
Coinstar, which is CSTR. The stock reported earnings last night there as well. Kramer actually was talking about it on his Mad Money show, saying stocks like this, the fundamentals sometimes don't even matter because you get such a short squeeze. I've always said the same thing. Like, the short squeezes can go on for quite some time. You get stocks that are thinner, thinner issues here, and everybody's short the thing just because of fundamentals, and you can squeeze and they can really run here, and it is this morning, Joel. 60.71 is the 52-week high. We're trading $60.10 right now, which is up over $9. So I've got to think that 52-week high, that looks like where it's heading towards. Maybe it takes out by a bit to get a few breakout traders, and then maybe it shakes them out. I'm not sure, but I would call that whole area $61, major resistance.
Business model when all you have to do is put a little metal machine in a grocery, 15% of money that people put in there. But the thing is, had a gap to fill going back from at the beginning of 2011 up to the 55 area, and now it's gapping up to fill that gap. So. Like you said, Dennis, this whole 60 area should just be huge. 60.71 was the July 13th high. I just imagine people just been sitting through and saw it get up to $60 back in July. Didn't take their coins off the table. let it slip back under 40. I just can't see people missing the opportunity to take some profits and ring the register here in Coinstar.
I know I'd be ringing the register, Joel, if it just popped $9 right to the 52-week high.
Yeah, it's 61.08. It's in the pre-market. Now it's not a flat-out short recommendation here at these levels, but man, folks, you just have to look. I mean, for the whole year, this thing is just grinding, getting back to break even. So, see what happens.
Cleveland Cliffs, which is symbol CLF, reporting, and Bloomberg is reporting here that it could be an acquisition target. So the stock is trading up significantly in the pre-market here. $77 is where it's trading right now. It closed at $74.99, symbol CLF. The stock here, I'm looking at the chart a little bit farther out here. You can see this high right here is $78.85. So maybe that's your first area of resistance. Above that, I'd imagine you're going to see something at 80. It's a big whole number. It topped out at 80 when we go back in September a couple of times. So that 80 area after that, if you get through that high, that 80 area might provide some resistance. But we know what we say. When stocks are in play, technicals go away. So it's saying it's a target. But Joel, give us some technicals anyways.
Yeah, I mean, since this news came out, it's just been kind of a slow, steady roll north here on very, very little volume. But right here at this area where it's trading 77 on 77.10 has been the pre-market high. Above that resistance, Dennis, you have to go back until January 26 and look at that 78.85 high. So we'll see. We'll see if this thing's for real. But keep an eye. Use this 77 area as your swing number.
Moving right along here, we've got WAG, which is trading down significantly here. It's been downgraded to sell at Citigroup. Whenever you see these stocks get downgraded to sell, sometimes they have some really decent moves off that. The stock actually closed at 34.28. It's trading 33.47 right now. So after we had a really huge spike there yesterday in the price, the stock is pulling back significantly right into the middle of this range where it was trading here just a few sessions ago. Bottom of this range is $33. That's where I think you'll find some support. What do you think on WAG, Joel? WAG?
Oh, I mean, downgrading to a solid drugstore. Boy, those analysts had a busy morning. The 33's been the lows. There's had several lows back there, 33, 33.06. So that would be your first stopping point. Looking what it's done in the pre-market, it's moving down, but it's just kind of, it spiked down initially to 33.80 and just kind of has been drifting lower. I'd use the 33.85 as resistance. If not, this thing could go back up perhaps and test settlement at 34.28. But use 33 as
Vishay Technology, which is symbol Victor Simon Harry. Stock has moved up over the last month and a half from the $8.50 area to $12.80. So the stock has really had a run into earnings. Reported here this morning, actually not doing that great here. Only a couple trades to report $12.60, but it's offered at $12.10 right now. So in no takers there, the best bid's down at $10.95. So it's got over $1 spread. Looks like it might open somewhere between 11 and 12 bucks, which would be giving back a significant portion of the move. But we really rallied up, Joel, there from that 10.50 where we had some consolidation there at the beginning of January. I wonder if that area could come into play if we were to significantly pull back here.
Yeah, this is a tough one to call. I don't see a lot of trades in the pre-market as well. Hit its head against that $13 level and just consolidated with some tight ranges. Coming back, Dennis, this one, I tell you, there's such tight ranges here. I just have to go on the previous day's activities and look at this 1209 to 1211 area. You actually had three lows between 1204 and 1211. So that will be your support in the market. If in fact it takes that area out, we'll go back to the area that you had talked about, perhaps in the 1150 area.
That's all I've really got for you today. There's just a few others that have reported, but nothing really jumping out at me here. SPOOs are now down 4 points, Joel, so we're pulling back a bit. We popped up, we were almost back to settlement, now we're pulling back again. What are your closing comments there?
Yeah, same thing, Dennis. This just hanging above the couple previous days' lows. Going back up to settlement will definitely be major resistance. Once again, keep an eye on that 1333 area. That was the intraday low from yesterday. And we'll see if this market wants to give anything back. That's our show for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow.